You're listening to the Mobcast Network.
Welcome to the Cult Movie Cantina. This podcast takes a look at our favorite cult film, introduces them to someone who hasn't seen them.
Usually you.
But instead it's
us.
I thought it was Scotty this time for sure.
Neither
but
one of us have seen that.
Yeah,
we
just
saw it together.
Both.
Yeah,
they who have seen not this movie.
Yeah,
but we did.
Now we've seen it.
Okay. Introduces them to someone who, I already did that.
You already did that.
Pairs them with a great alcoholic beverage.
Always me.
Always. Oh, no, except for that one time it was
that
me.
That one time it wasn't me.
And then we talk about it, which is me this time. This week we watched the 2019, these are all the words used on IMDb, by the way, comedy, drama, family, fantasy, musical film.
Okay.
Cats.
Is that how they described
Honestly,
it?
I would put a little horror. It was a little bit horrifying.
Is that how they describe Cats?
Comedy, drama, family, fantasy, musical film? Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yes, it is. All of those.
All of those.
I couldn't get rid of any of them because they all made sense. So they all stayed.
They did.
Yep.
They did.
Horror is not in it. I am your Jelicle Jester Jestina, and I am joined by...
She who knows no movies.
She who knows no movies. I was thrown off.
Stop it.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
She tried to sneak that. You see how she did that? She's like, I'm your Jelicle Jester and
blah, blah, blah.
You gave me the script. You gave me the script.
You should go next.
You should go next.
I'm your
script giver.
I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty.
And I'm your facilitator of fun and your lady of libations, Stephanie.
So, go ahead and do your lines.
See, I didn't have your line, so I didn't know if it was me next.
Nope. And for our plugs, unashamed.
If you'd like to follow us, you can find us on any fine podcast app, including Spotify, by searching for the Mobcast Network. You can also find us on YouTube at Mobcast Network. And we have where we have our podcast, movie reviews, mashups, and short films, especially the one with Stephanie's Almost Naked. Waiting for you to join.
It's always going to come up every podcast.
Subscribe and set the alert so you don't miss anything.
And if you want to find out more about the Cult Movie Cantina, you can join us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/cultmoviecantina. There you can find out the latest movie news, see trailers, play games such as Wrong Title Only and Caption This, as well as talk to other cultists, which is awesome. We are working on our 2020 convention plans right now, so let us know if there are any near you that you would like to see us come to. I know we'll definitely be at Pensacon. There's others, but I can't name them all, but follow our Facebook page and you will see it all.
And I am... Oh, go ahead.
We're definitely going to be at the Huntsville Pop Expo. We have a table there.
Oh, that's cool.
We'll be at Pensacon. We just don't have a table, so you'll see us there.
I look forward to Pensacon because I get
I look forward to Pensacon because I have some... what is that word when you have to come back from something?
We're going to do Goblet of Fire.
Oh, we are doing the Goblet of Fire, and I'm going to defeat it this year.
Oh, because you lost. You lost the Tri-Wizard tournament.
Okay, so I drink. And Stephanie was like, can you keep up with me? I was like, yeah, I can.
No, she can't.
No, I could not.
No, she couldn't.
But that's fine because I've been preparing all last year for it, so I think I'm good.
You're going to compete in the Tri-Wizard tournament again this year?
Yes, I am.
All right. Good
Hope
deal.
my name is drawn. We'll see. All right, so
and sadly, I'm of today 5 days sober.
But you can be a
we
judge.
do need someone to keep us from drinking random drinks at random bars of milky context.
You can be a judge and bring your Pedialyte
with straws.
Sounds
Please.
like a terrible.
It's easier
sounds
to
like
just
a
have
terrible
a straw.
job.
So now that we're all gathered here,
that sounds like the job you give some like your little sister, or your little brother when you're playing video
Somebody
games.
who's underage and can't drink.
No, well, it's like when you're playing video games and
like
you
Pedialyte me,
and you give them that controller that doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, well, no, you're playing too.
Oh yeah.
Look, we're
that's cute that you said brother or sister. No, I do that to my children. that's like the mom, like, yeah, kids, we could play together. It's fine. I don't want you to mess up my Zelda score though. So.
We need a responsible.
My Zelda score is my life.
Yeah.
Go ahead, preach it, sister.
Okay, well, now that we are all gathered at this cantina, let's go ahead and open up this tab, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get those drinks going. So, the release date for this film was December 20th.
Oh, God.
Our newest movie to date.
Right, the first time we've done a new movie.
Yeah.
No, not the first time.
A new movie.
Did we not do I guess we all watched the new Child's Play, but we didn't.
No.
I didn't watch the new
one.
No, I thought we watched that.
No,
no.
we
Did you watch the new Child's Play?
I don't know, maybe.
The Child's Play we watched was the original.
What is the new one that we watched? No, I don't know. That was you and me in Star Wars. We went to the movie theater to see a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, that was a while
but
back.
we didn't do
So we
Cantina
haven't.
thing on it.
Oh,
this
my
is our
goodness.
first new movie we've done.
You're welcome. Join us. So currently it has 2.8 stars. I'm not gonna tell you how many that's out of. So it could be killing it, guys. You'll know.
Nah.
You don't
2.8
even
out
know.
of 2.9.
It's out of 2.
Let's
They're
be honest.
like
Let's be
above and
honest.
beyond. Okay. So this film is Cats. The trailer's going. Segue into the trailer. Cats.
Tonight is a magical night where I choose the cat that deserves a new life.
Going to the ball could get dangerous.
Come on! Let's dance!
I judge a cat by its soul.
I've got plenty of soul.
Spotlight. And a drum roll, please.
Milk! It's party time.
The most deserving cat will be reborn into another life. So they can be who they've always dreamed of being.
What's your name?
Cat got your tongue?
Here we go!
Don't mess with the crazy cat lady.
Now it is time to make the choice.
Right, well, that's not going to work, is it? That's what I say to you.
Cross paws.
Come, we're about to begin.
I love it.
How did you enjoy that trailer, folks?
I'm glad you did the pause. I'm like, I have to edit this.
I told you where to put it. Like I was like,
You
do the trailer
did.
here.
You did.
Please don't include
That's what
that.
she said.
Yeah,
All right.
That is what I said. So it is directed by Tom, is it Hooper? Hooper. There's 2 O's, so it's Hooper.
Who should have known better?
Who also directed The King's Speech, which was amazing.
It was a great
I
movie.
love The King's
Speech was great. So what
Real-
crack was
real-
he smoking
Real
when
quick.
he did this?
Also, not only did he direct The King's Speech, he won an Oscar for it.
Well,
This is an Oscar-winning
you
director
never know.
that made this
He
movie.
might get an Oscar for this one too. The night is young. Anyway, so it was written by T.S. Eliot with the poetry collection of Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. Oh my goodness, that was me. I'm so sorry. That was so loud. So I read that book, by the way, and it was fantastic.
It's one of those where the book's better than the show?
Well, I really like to explain it as the book is similar to Where the Sidewalk Ends, with just a collection of different types of poetry, right? Poems, but it's all related to cats. And then somebody read it and they went, musical, done. And then they just turned it into a musical. So if you think of it that way.
Do you know who that someone was?
Yeah, it was T.S. Eliot.
No,
Oh, no,
who
okay. The
turned it into a
screenplay
musical?
is Lee Hall and Tom Hooper,
But who originally
also
turned it into a
wrote the
play?
screenplay, by the way, of The King's Speech. The original play. Well, I know Andrew Lloyd Webber did the musical. I don't know who did the original.
T.S. Eliot did the lyrics. The lyrics came for the book.
Well, no, I know that, but I don't know who originally
Andrew Lloyd
decided
Webber is close
to
enough.
Webber
turn it
did.
into a
Weber.
Weber.
Okay.
It's a Weber.
It's a Weber.
Well, I knew he did the music, like the music.
Yeah, it's a Weber.
So he was like, "I'm gonna make this a musical." Cool.
Totally.
We're all learning
He
things
says,
together.
this sounds fantastic. We're going to do a musical on this.
And then New York went, oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever. And it ran forever.
Yes, it did. So keep that in mind as
Yes,
you
they were
guys
all on
continue
crack, I've
to be
decided.
haters. All right, let's keep it going, my friends and family.
Are we haters?
It is
Maybe
starring.
we're a bunch of lyrophobes.
Maybe. You literally sent us a link to trading cards for Broadway, so you need to just get up over that. You obviously are not.
Well, obviously you don't know what a lyrophobe is.
I figured that sounds like lyric phobe, so I assume it has to do with like musicals.
Fear the common house cat.
There you go.
Oh, I did not know that. See, I thought you were making
If
a
you'd
musicals
come,
joke.
if you had come
They weren't all house cats,
to
so
where my former employment was in our phobia exhibit, you would have learned that.
I would have. You're right.
Fun fact, Scotty
Yeah.
White was lyrophobic until about 2005.
And I would like to
Really?
add
Yeah.
for our cultist that we literally had the conversation this morning about how he put on the YouTube channel for his cat so he could sleep a little bit longer. So it's kind of funny to learn that.
No, I had therapy to get. I was a lure
I
phobic for a
did
long
not
time.
know that.
But I got therapy to help me with my phobia, and so now I have a
So-
cat.
That's crazy. I
Do-
had
do you
one
wanna-
phobia, but I got over it just by spending time with the thing, spending a lot of time with the thing I was phobic about. Until
Ex-husband?
No, I just don't like him. It's not a phobia.
It's his birthday today.
It is. I wished him happy birthday, by
Look
the way.
at you.
I actually
How did you know
I'm
that?
I'm not friends with because I don't know. How did you know?
How did you know that?
I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guy. The spirits told me.
I'm not friends with him on Facebook anymore, but I did very politely send him a little text, happy birthday, no punctuation, no nothing. And he sent TKX, no punctuation, no nothing. And that was as far as our conversation went.
TKX? Like, that's what we think?
Thanks.
Like
Yeah,
thanks.
thanks.
Isn't
Really?
that THX? Is
No,
it
TK,
TKX?
the way he did it. But it was
It's
very...
like to kinks.
To kinks.
it doesn't
kinks.
matter.
To kinks.
It was
To kinks.
very
The name of
like-
this episode is To Kinks.
Shorthand.
It was like as little conversation as humanly possible between us, but polite.
like work colleagues who have to deal with each
should have
other.
just went, HBD.
I did. I wish
You should have
I'd
went
done that
HBD and
now.
could
I
be to kinks.
wish
Would have been
I'd
great.
done that.
Hubda Tang Kanks.
Kanks. Hubda to kanks.
It's like your
All
own.
right.
It's like your own caveman language.
So do you, like, would you
caveman
be
language of
comfortable
divorce.
talking about your phobia?
Yeah, because I don't
So
have
what-
a phobia anymore.
what
I
was
used
it?
to have arachnophobia really bad, like to the point where I couldn't look at pictures. I mean, it was bad, really bad. Like,
Does that
the
cute
plastic-
little spider that has the short films out to make people not as scared of it, does that help? With his
Actually,
cute
what
little
helped
face?
me is during the fear exhibit at the Explorium when I worked there, we actually purchased a tarantula for the fear exhibit, and I had to work in the exhibit, in which means I had to help put up all the pictures of spiders and whatnot. But we got the little tarantula, and she was female, and they named her Beatrice, and she was so cute
Beatrice.
and so sweet
Did you call her
and
Bee?
fuzzy. And then we did like the microscopic look at her. Yeah, I did. I called her Miss B.
Oh.
And so they did like what really sold me, what got me over my fears, they did a microscopic look at her, the end of her legs or whatever. But tarantulas have paws almost like a cat. Like if you look at it, they have like little cat paws, the little claw, and they little pads, like little cat pads, and it looks like itty bitty tiny miniature cat paws, but they have 8 of them.
But still, so cute.
But and
So,
it's
so
so
basically,
adorable.
you were like, "Oh, you're just a weird cat."
Yes, that's how. And really, she's a weird furry cat, and so that's how I got over my fear. And so they're
you
tiny.
little eight-legged kitty cat.
And now I want to just cuddle her. So yeah,
That's
that's
cute.
how it was. Like I had to equate it to like you're just a fuzzy cat. You're the tiny fuzzy 8-legged cat.
All right, Scotty.
So
So therapy.
Yeah, I had like months of therapy.
What was therapy? Like cuddling cats?
I eventually got to that point, but it was a lot of discussion and then slowly introducing cats. For like when I was much younger, I had some sort of traumatic experience with a cat that I blocked out.
Did your mom know about it?
Yeah.
Like know about the experience that may have happened.
does she know what made
No,
you?
she no.
You don't know.
No. And
Okay,
it was-
pause real quick. How did you discover you had that fear? Like, how did it get to a point where you went to therapy?
well, not to get too personal, I went to therapy for other issues, and I was like, by the way, while we're here, can we fix this irrational, stupid thing that I've got going on?
Okay, fair
and my
point.
therapist was like, yeah, we can totally tackle that. And so it's like getting an oil change. Like, can I get some windshield wipers? It's like I've got this other issue going on.
I see.
Well,
so
I'm here.
your mom wasn't like, it's weird, but every time we pass the neighbor's house, he goes into this weird
No.
panic.
It would. I could tell lots of stories, but most of the time they would nearly. I would, when I was younger, would nearly throw me into a panic attack.
Oh,
As I got older, I just got real nervous and uncomfortable around them. And so now we're cool. I mean, they're like in the way back of my brain, there's something going, this ain't cool, but I'm like, it's stupid brain. And then,
I can pinpoint where I became phobic of spiders. I remember the experience like it was yesterday.
What was yours?
When I was like in the first grade, we had a brown recluse that got into the house. We lived in Thomasville at the time. Brown recluse got into the house, and my mom went to go swat it with a broom.
Did babies come out?
And it had babies all on its back, which I didn't know. But when
my
she
God.
swatted it, the babies scattered all over it was in the kitchen, and they went everywhere. And so forever, I was like, of course, you can't kill them all. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm like freaking out that, I'm going to get eaten by brown recluse spiders because we killed its mama. And it was like this
They're out for
horrible thing.
revenge.
So, yeah.
It's the John Wick of spiders.
It was terrible, man. It was gross.
Keanu Reeves is Black Recluse.
So I'm terrified of the dark.
Really?
Yeah. Like, for the most part, I've gotten to a place where it doesn't get me
And
as much.
rightfully so. There's evil things in the dark.
There
Yeah,
are.
there is not. I'm in the
always
dark
had,
all the
like,
time.
I turn lights off as I go to bed usually.
Again, evil things are in the dark.
But the other day, like, it came up again where I'll have this like irrational bit where I can't look or I can't see because it's dark, especially outside. It's like there's somebody standing right there, and when I turn around to unlock the door, they're gonna come up behind me and kidnap me. But it's always been like when I turn around, something's gonna grab me from the dark. So I turn lights off as I go to bed. Usually, I've gotten better at it, but it was when I started running in the dark about a year ago. It got better.
Got better?
Yeah.
What
Well,
is the opposite of that? Like, I like even as a little kid, I prefer dark spaces. Like when I was a kid, I would sit and play in
find
my
them
closet.
comforting?
I would sit and play in my closet. I would play under my bed. I would any kind of dark enclosed space. I felt more comfortable. That's where I wanted to be, somewhere dark and enclosed.
I don't know. I don't even know what mine's called. I just know that if I were stuck in the dark, pitch dark, and there were mosquitoes, okay, that could get me, and then roaches showed up, I would probably die of a heart attack before
All right,
anything got me.
So
We haven't talked about cats yet.
So you would be
We're getting
a nyctophile.
A nyctophile, is that what that's called?
NYCTOFILE.
That sounds like
Okay, what is the
Stephanie.
definition of nyctophile?
Lover of darkness, the lover of darkness.
Oh, okay, that's me.
Can I
I'm
call
a
you
nyctophile.
And then I guess nyctophobia is the fear of dark.
Oh, well, I'm the lover of darkness. Like when
Does
I'm,
that make me scared of you?
you should be.
I should be. You're right.
Like
But
when
I'm
I
not.
sleep,
I am.
everything has to be dark. I even wear a face mask just to make sure there's no light that gets in. It's crazy. Yeah.
See, it's like face masks wouldn't get to me. I think more than anything, it's like walking into, like, that it goes back further, but you can't see it.
See, and I'm the opposite. Darkness feels like a blanket to me, like a comfortable
Interesting.
blanket. Like I feel so good and snuggly in the dark.
And the opposite of that is photophobia, the fear of light.
There you go.
All right, cool.
I'm a weirdo. I can't help it.
But I have gotten better at the dark. But yeah, the dark is probably my worst fear. I don't know why. I don't know where that started, but I'm terrified of the dark. So like outside, if it gets to me one time, I can't like shake it until I'm in the light again. So when I used to run at night, like there was this
I'll
house
protect you in the dark.
that
She's
used
all-
to be for sale, and every time I ran up to it, I knew it was there. But like those little take me flyers thing that would be in front of houses always looked like a person out of the corner of your eye. And it was every time I hit that part in the run, I was like, oh my gosh. And then like I would run faster to get done and then go inside. It would get me. But if I didn't see it and didn't notice it, it didn't bother me and I would be fine.
Justina's all like Gloria Stefan, coming out of the dark.
And I'll be like, come to the darkness.
3 people got that
She's-
joke.
she
I'm
has
very proud of
cookies.
it. I'm
She
glad I
has
stuck to it.
I
I'm
have
glad I stuck
cookies,
to
and
it.
I
I
don't
will,
know what that
I will
was, but-
cuddle you in the darkness.
Gloria Stefan is a musician, and especially in the 80s.
You don't know her?
Of course she doesn't. No.
No, like, at this point, every time you guys ask me, I'm like, do you know me?
Yeah, right. We're
She was awesome.
6 months in, right? And she was in a terrible car accident, or a bus accident on tour, and she broke her spine to the point where like the only thing that was together was like a sliver of bone.
Oh.
She was looking at like being like permanently paralyzed, and she had some amazing surgeons, and they fixed her back, and she came back, and she's everything. And her first single was this song "Coming Out of the Dark," which was about her
Aw.
triumph from the car accident.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, so
So
There we go.
Speaking of people that do things, let's talk about who starred in this film.
Yeah, we should totally talk about the actual movie at hand.
So James Corden was Buster Jones. He does things. He does the car karaoke thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's on the Late Show on CBS.
The Judi Dench as old
Dame Judi
Oh,
Yeah,
Dench.
it's
sorry.
damn.
Okay, that wasn't listed on this part. My bad.
She's titled.
Damn, Judy. Okay.
She has
Damn, Judy.
no. She has a title.
And she's in. Don't tell me. I'm gonna tell you.
Bless your heart.
The 007 movies.
James
right?
Bond.
She's like,
yes, very good.
Yeah,
M? Isn't it M?
Yeah. She's
I like
M.
Very good.
Yep. So she's old Deuteronomy. Jason Derulo is Rum Tum Tugger.
The Rum Tum Tugger.
Jason Derulo. How do you say Idris? Is it
Idris.
Elba Idris.
Elba.
Elba Idris just went
Elba
backwards on
Idris.
this.
I know.
Did you-
Idris Elba.
It's like Elba Idris, like it was from oh hell,
Idris Elba.
That
He's
joke
from
just
Thor.
dissolved. I'm just
It's
letting it
okay.
go. I'm just-
Isn't he the guy with a big sword in Thor?
yes.
Yep. Cool. Guys, I'm on fire.
Can you
today.
tell us his name in Thor?
Oh no.
That's okay. I can't
That's a
remember.
the
stretch.
one that we've done before too. Haven't we talked about that before? And it's like a long, weird name or something. I feel like we've talked about that
Well,
before.
let's just call him Steve.
Okay, cool. And it doesn't matter. We can
Steve
call
the sword guy.
We're gonna call him McCavity because that's his name in Cats.
There you go.
Jennifer Hudson is Grisabella.
Who was the only shining bright light in the movie, in my opinion.
I'll disagree. Also,
disagree?
also, the third Oscar winner we've listed so far.
This is a great movie. Okay. Ian McKellen as
Sir
Gus, the theater
Ian
cat.
McKellen.
And I feel like he's the one from
Sir
Lord of
Ian-
the Rings.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You shall
Right.
not pass.
But you have to say sir because he also has a title.
Yeah, he's knighted.
What is up with
He's
all
knighted.
these knighted people
They're
in this
knighted.
cat film? Yeah, I need to get knighted. So Sir Ian McKellen is Gus the theater cat,
You can get
which
damed.
is amazing. He was licking up some milk.
Whatever
in
damed
the film.
is.
You guys remember
It's
that?
a female knight.
No, but it's not. They're not.
It's a female knight.
I understand that, but it's not. Are they? They don't call them getting knighted, do they?
Yes, it's the same thing
Okay.
as being. It's the same level as being a.
I know.
What did each of them do to get knighted? Do y'all know?
Their
The
contribution.
queen says, "I like you a lot."
Their
Basically, is what happened.
So okay,
their contribution to the arts.
it's because they're British, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what is our equivalent as Americans?
we don't have it.
We do.
Like, what can we,
We do?
get
Yeah,
recognize us? Is it the Nobel Peace Prize? Because I'm on my
no.
way.
No, the President Medal of Freedom. That would be equivalent.
What would your
It's
title
not
be?
the same. You don't get a nifty title.
Yeah, I want the title. I don't care
You
about
have
the
to be
award.
British.
No, because we're American. We don't do titles.
I like titles. I want to be a knight.
That was one of the things that the guys like fought for. Like, we don't need titles.
Yeah, I think we should have kept the titles. I like the titles.
I
I mean, they kept the land and everything like just without the titles. It just.
I want to be
it's like, we'll do
Sir
everything
Brienne
else.
of Tarth.
Okay, so Taylor Swift had a part too.
Tay-Tay!
Tay-Tay drugged people. but-
Tay-Tay got the catnip.
Tay-Tay
What's up,
was
Tay-Tay?
terrible in it, I thought. Oh, I even let my
Ballerina?
husband hear her part, and he
Bomb.
said
We're gonna call
she
her
was
the bomb.
terrible.
So
You
Taylor
just don't like
Swift
Tay-Tay.
was the bomb.
Yeah, he does, and he didn't
then
like it.
Rebel Wilson was
I loved Rebel.
Jenny Any Dots, but Rebel Wilson is always fantastic.
She's so funny.
Okay. And she did a great Jenny Any Dots. She trained her some mice. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
The mice were adorable.
No, they weren't. They were disturbing as hell.
The cockroaches were
The
disturbing.
cockroaches were also disturbing. I didn't
she
like
just
any
kept
of that.
eating them. She was.
I
so
liked
hungry.
her. I was disturbed by her whole bit.
Cool, fair point. So you guys ready for the sermon?
ready. Do we even need one at this point?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't say you're ready and then interrupt
ready.
my sentence.
I'm sorry.
Don't. Thank you.
I'll drink my beer.
Fellow Jelicles, find a spot and make some biscuits as we begin this tale.
Purr, purr. I can't even purr right now. But I'm making
all right,
biscuits.
All right. Okay. Okay, that's what we're needing. I was trying to figure out what the making biscuits
Oh, we call
were.
it making biscuits.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, kneading is making biscuits, but yeah, I guess so. I just never heard that term. Wow.
Oh, I always call it making biscuits.
I learned something every day.
My cats make biscuits all the time.
My cat does that to me. I'm like, dude,
That's
claws,
a chattering
chill.
sound.
It's like, dude, claws, don't.
Go ahead.
Okay, I need a moment to catch my breath. It's fine. Y'all are just jealous because I did so well with that sound. Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, I know. All right. So this film takes place on the streets of London where a white cat, Victoria, who is thrown into a bag,
She wasn't all white.
she's white. You would call her a white cat if you saw her, okay? Gets abandoned and meets a group of alley cats. Munkenstrap? I don't know their names. It's so hard. We're going to call him Strap. Takes her under his wing. He's the main cat that like guides everybody but doesn't really have a role. except for being the guide.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
And you think they're going to be together, but they're not, which is amazing. We'll get to that. So Strap takes her under his wing and explains.
Wait. Hold on. You thought that dude was going to get up with Victoria?
Yeah.
No, Mephistopheles.
No, okay, listen. Which one of us is doing the sermon?
I'm just saying.
magical
Mr.
Mr.
Mephistopheles.
No, they got together and I loved that.
No, but like the whole show, you're like that cat's fucking that cat at the end of this. This is
But
his
Strap
reward.
looked like he cared about her a lot.
I mean-
so
I
I was
mean,
waiting
like-
for like a triad.
He was just curious.
No, I was waiting for
I mean,
a
they are
throwdown.
cats. I mean, they
are
can be
cats.
polyamorous all
And
they want
there's-
to, but
There's two males. I feel like they're supposed to fight over the female.
Well, you know that a female cat can be impregnated by two male cats. That's why they have different color kittens.
100% did not know that.
no, I learned
Yes.
something. Now,
Did you know that?
No, welcome to Cat Facts with Stephanie.
There you
I
go.
feel like I also need to go to therapy now. Like, did you
I'm
know
just
they can do
saying.
that? Okay, anyway. So, moving on. So he takes her under his wing and explains what it is to be a Jelicle
Cats don't
cat.
have wings.
And then takes her under his tail.
I feel like there's some disclosure. Cultist, we went to brunch today and we've been drinking.
I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
except
about.
me, because I'm 5 days sober.
And explains what it is to be a Jelicle cat and then introduces each Jelicle cat individually with their own song. That's pretty much the breakdown. That's what's happening,
Yes,
people.
ma'am.
Okay? All Jelicles are in the contest to go to the Heaviside Lair to be reborn into a new life. We meet Grisabella, an outsider who is shunned by everyone.
She's
because
a
of
homeless
her
cat.
Past allegiance to McCavity, the bad guy, by the way.
She's a
He's
bad
bully.
lady cat.
No, I mean, I don't think she's a bad lady cat.
McCavity is a hood cat.
McCavity drew her in with his sensual ways and charms and then was like, forget you, I don't need you anymore. And then everybody else was like, but you're with McCavity.
Right.
And then she
He's
got
like a
just-
gangsta hood cat, McCavity.
So was he her pimp?
I think McCavity was her pimp.
Poor thing. Poor thing.
It's a different kind of movie if it was.
But he is a bad guy in the movie. So McCavity starts kidnapping the Jelicles because he wants to be chosen to go to the Heaviside Lair. So we have gone over a little bit. So the first cat we meet, well, I don't know if it's the first cat. Again, I saw this in theaters. I'm trying to.
So did we?
We saw Jenny Anydots with her cute. He was like, come meet Jenny Anydots. And they went to the window and it's Rebel Wilson and she does the whole thing about training the mice.
Okay, so this was my most disturbing part of the whole movie.
Break it down. Tell me what's wrong
Number
with it.
one, the faces on the mice were really weird looking.
They were adorable.
They
No,
were
they were
adorable.
not.
I'm with you,
I
Justina.
did not like it at all. And
Because she
then
doesn't
when
like
they
cute things. We've established that this show.
and then when they had
she doesn't like women,
marching
so I mean-
cockroaches with
Well,
human faces, that's when I had to draw the line. I'm like, nope. Nope.
Have you looked
No,
at
she kept
cockroach that
eating.
close?
She kept
they might
eating
have
through the
human
show.
faces.
Actually, I have. We have
I knew you were
we
gonna
had
throw that in
Madagascar
Explorium.
hissing cockroaches at the Explorium.
It's
So
coming. I was like, some of them
not
have
only have I
happened
looked at
at
them,
the
I've held
Explorium.
them in my hand and shown them to people, and they hiss. They go.
And then she ate one. It was
I
crazy.
did not, but I would. But what I'm saying is I have seen a cockroach up close, and they don't have human faces.
Maybe
They
you
should
haven't
not.
met the right humans.
Also, neither do cats. Moving on. These cats clearly had human faces and hands.
The point was that she's training all these things in the small
And then
space
eating
that
them.
she has to do the best show so she can go to the Heaviside Lair.
You realize
Okay?
what she's doing, right? She's playing with her food.
100%, yes. But what else is she going to do if she's trapped in a kitchen all day? You're
My
gonna play with your
cats
food.
love to be trapped in the house, surrounded by lots of food.
Have you asked them, Stephanie? Have you asked them?
I have.
Do you
right-
ever see roaches? Because they might have trained them to be invisible
No,
to you.
I don't see them because my cats eat the roaches.
She was
and
eating
don't play
them
with
too.
them.
After she got done training them to do what she wanted.
And the only cat who ever
She did
escapes
eat
the
the
house
mice,
is
by the way.
Ragnar.
So anyway, this poor cat stuck in the kitchen, and she's
Meow.
trying to come up with her own song and dance, as you will. That's exactly what it was. To get to the Heaviside Lair, and she has utilized mice and roaches because that's what she has at her disposal. Do y'all want to talk about the fact that she taught him how to crochet?
I didn't even see that. I was so disturbed by the
yeah,
faces.
I
I didn't
missed the
even.
crochet. I
I
missed the
missed the crocheting.
She brought it up. She taught them to crochet. They were crocheting in the background.
I totally missed the crochet.
That's fine. It's okay. It's all right.
Because I was like,
Did she
this
also
is
teach them
gross.
to roller skates? Because it'd be like you of cats right there.
No, but that was a missed opportunity. And on my Slack picture with my board members for roller derby is a cat roller skating. Would you like to see it? I want to show you. I'll show you later.
You show us later.
Remind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
So we do that, and then I think the next one's the one in the bar with Rug Tug.
The rug-tongue tubber.
Yeah. So he's the sly cool cat. He's the cool kid. He's the jock. He's the jock
pimp.
of cats.
He's the rum-tum tugger is the.
I'm surprised that didn't come up actually.
The rum-tum tugger is the pimp.
I wonder if they went
Tugger. I don't even remember his song. I was so disturbed.
The rum-tum
From the
tugger
previous
is a
song.
curious
It
cat.
took me a whole nother song to get.
Keep it going. I should have brought the book. Damn it. Next time it comes out.
What he do know anything about? Wow. Sorry.
I wish our cultists could see the look on my face right now.
Oh, that was beautiful. He had hand movements.
Right, it's what you do.
That was amazing.
Jesus Christ,
So-
superstar.
So they did that, and then Victoria sees Grisabella outside. And this
By
is
the way,
first
there's
time
no
we've met
Victoria
her.
in the Broadway play.
That's true.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen the Broadway play, so
Yeah, it was totally made up.
I totally wanted to go see it, and the tickets were way too expensive.
I have a friend that invited me this morning to go see it, and after seeing the movie the other night, I said no.
You didn't give her
Not
my
just
number?
no, thank you, not that. I said no.
You
I am
didn't think
not
I'd be
going.
interested? What kind of a friend
I'm
are
not
you?
going. I'm just.
Lover
Not,
of
I'm not
darkness.
going to do it. I'm not going to subject anybody to that.
So, moving on. Okay, so McCavity starts kidnapping the Jelicles because he wants to be chosen to go to the Heaviside Lair. So he's slowly, like, as soon as they do their song and dance, he's luring them to the side, and then poof, magic. Poof, magic.
He doesn't have magic in the Broadway play either.
Well, he does in this movie. And
Oh,
then the
Victoria's in the show.
Jelicles
Well, I forgot
go
about
to
that.
the Jelicle Ball.
I'm correct. We are correct. I want to go and get this out there. Yeah, she is in the show. Who? Victoria? Didn't know that.
Oh, she is?
Here she
Yeah.
is.
And
It's been a
she's
while since
white.
I've seen it, so I didn't think she was in
Holy
it.
crap.
That's how memorable this damn show
Never
is to me.
mind.
We
lied.
started watching the original movie this morning, so
Oh, that's
we
right.
continued watching it. So I knew a
My
white cat
gift
was
to you.
in it, but I haven't finished it, so I don't want to say for sure. Anyway, so they go to the Jelicle Ball, where we meet old Deuteronomy,
I love old
whose
Deuteronomy.
job
Oh,
yes, go
okay,
ahead.
so
Break
can
it down.
let me
Yeah.
break more on the Victoria thing. This is the reason why I didn't remember her. She's primarily a dance role with no solo singing parts. So she's the ballet cat in the background. So they just gave her songs.
Well, she's the one that the
you go.
point of her role is to connect all of the different
Right.
cats
Right.
together.
And that's
She's guided between all of the stories.
right. That's specifically they added that stuff for the movie. That's
But
what
she doesn't sing in the...
yeah.
She sings really well.
She does
in the movie.
Oh, she's very talented.
And that song that she sang
Francesca
is
Hayward.
not in the Broadway show. That was made for the movie.
Written by Taylor Swift.
And before
Tay-Tay wrote that.
Before they
Andrew
go
Lloyd
to
Webber.
the Jelicle Ball, she meets the Rumple Smoothskin and Hang on, wait, nobody move. Nobody move and nobody tell me what it is. Nobody move.
And then she met Rumpelstiltskin and then made a deal to spin straw into gold on her way to the Jelicle Ball is what happened.
She met Rumple Teaser and Mungo Jerry,
Which
the
was
twins or sister and brother team.
Can I just point out that calico cats are
Rumpelstiltskin is
not
not far
male?
from that, by
There
the
are
way.
no male calico cats.
Well, there was that could have been a trans kitty.
Well, I'm saying genetically that does not happen. Calico
No.
cats are female.
What makes you think that wasn't a girl?
Well,
Could have been a very masculine girl.
could have been a masculine
So
girl.
Rumple Teaser and Mungo Jerry meet her after they're jumping around, and they invite her into this room where they
Real quick,
Don't.
this is breaking news. There are male calico cats.
Really?
How?
What is the
knowledge is
percentage? Because I have never
power.
seen one.
When the calico pattern exists in a male, it's because the cat has 3 sex chromosomes, 2 X and 1 Y.
So it's a shim.
It is a mutant.
It's a shim.
So when you told me that, because I didn't know about the calico
Okay,
cat thing,
because I've never seen one.
you're right, but it's funny to me that you leaned over and she was like adamant. There are no male calicos. We're in the
she's
theater.
ready to nitpick every piece of this movie. It's fine.
And
I'm
then-
prepared. Let's do this.
We're in the theater, and I looked over and goes, "Well, maybe he's a mutant." She goes, "No, there's none.
It's a mutant.
It's a mutant."
So how rare are they?
So
Does it
that-
have a percentage?
No, but it's. Hold on.
I really like having you here
So they're
for
shims.
background. Like it's amazing.
I know. We have some guests
We
in
have
our
some
studio
guests,
today, and
and
they're
he's, like,
providing a lot of
pantomiming his
animated
lyrics.
stuff,
I would-
which is kind of
his reactions.
I would call it an audience.
You just ate a bug. We have him here to get rid of the roaches for us. He
We
is
have
currently our
royalty in the
Jimmy
house.
Annie Dots.
Princess. We have Princess with us today.
I don't have a percentage number, but I will add it to the homework though.
Yeah,
Okay,
homework.
then I stand corrected.
So
No, we just learned something all
It
the time.
is.
Yeah.
It is. But so the male calico cats are shims.
cool.
Which is probably offensive.
We
so
could just
let's
call
not-
him Rumple Teaser, but it's fine. We could do that too.
We can be a little bit more progressive.
Well, I mean, I don't mean it like that, but they are genetically probably have a little bit of both of the sexes.
Did you say
most likely.
Shim's like she-hims? Is
No, I meant that.
is that what that stands for?
God.
You said shim.
We probably
What
should
is
just
a
go back and
shim?
backtrack on all of this.
Let's just move on before we get Me Too'd.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I know.
What I meant, never mind.
All right, the 4 people that listen to the show, 2 of them are here, so we're good.
Sorry, Drew.
He'll be here shortly, actually.
So, continuing on. So she goes and jumps on a bed with the cats. The calico cats. That may be a boy and a girl or 2 girls. Who knows? And she gets stuck, and they're like, don't know what to tell you. We don't care. And left because that's who they are as people. They don't care. They're living their best life.
They're
not
cat
committed
burglars.
to any one person.
They're
are.
cat burglars.
They are. They're just going out to have a good time. It's not even burglars. They're just breaking stuff.
No, they're
just
stealing
knocking over
jewelry.
vases.
Yeah,
They're
and-
totally stealing jewelry.
They are, but they're also breaking stuff. Like, they don't
Yeah,
care.
they're mischievous cats.
They're the cats that you put a cup on the end of it, and they're like,
Yeah, Kittler.
They are.
Kittler.
So I was really excited to see Mungo Jerry and Rumple Teaser because it's probably my favorite song in the show outside of Memory. And the bit they do is like on stage is amazing. And what I got was an altered version of the song that wasn't the same.
I haven't seen the original,
And
so I don't know it.
none of the interesting things that are there. So I was very disappointed.
Hands up. Don't die. Okay. I was saving people, guys. I'm also a doctor. So once she gets done, she's stuck. And then Mr. Mistopheles, who's amazing, and that's my favorite, shows
He
up.
is a magician.
He's my
magician.
favorite.
He's my
Mr.
favorite.
Mistopheles, because he seems so sweet, and he reminds me of like a sweet kitty you want to cuddle.
But he's fun at the same time. Like, he knows how to play. Like, you get a laser out, and he's going to have his best life.
Yeah, he's gonna like
But then
chase
he's
the laser.
also, like, he's committed. Like, he's not leaving you if
But
he
he
gets
seems
outside.
like a really sweet, cuddly kitty.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
one that
Yep.
you want to just like love on and put in
So
your
he
lap.
comes back because he's like, oh, you were missing, because they're totally getting together. And then he helps her get free. And then they run back. And then they get to where the Jelicle Ball is going to start. And old Deuteronomy shows up. That's where Dame shows up. Okay. Dame, whatever.
I say dame, you say damn. Damn and dame.
So-
Potato.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Dame.
I said dame,
And
but
it's,
somebody else said damn.
It's old Deuteronomy's job to choose the cat who deserves to go to the Heaviside layer. So she's got a lot of power. You can tell. She looks like she's cloaked in power. Let's be honest right now. Okay. So,
She's cloaked in something.
power. McCavity shows up with his followers to drug everyone, starting with Tay-Tay. Okay, she shows up because she's the bomb cat. We don't know that name, so we're just going to go with bomb. And she's like, tap, 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 tap. Y'all just need to run
I would call her the
rub your
prostitute
bodies.
cat.
She's definitely his new pimp.
The
Or
hookah.
slut? I don't know what those words
The
are.
hoe?
Ho. That one. She
Ho
does
kitty.
all of the...
I would call her more of a drug enthusiast than any of those things.
She's doing like the work for him.
She's
though.
the
Right.
new. She's
But
the
she's not
new prostitute kitty.
No, she's not. There's no prostitution in this.
You don't know what happens after the ball.
But he's using her looks and her
Right.
sensual ways
She's
to
just
get
a-
the business done.
she's a
That's
salesman. They have a
prostitution.
product.
Prostitution
She's
is
a
not all
prostitute.
insertion,
She's
okay?
prostituting McCavity.
Yep.
Or
She's whoring him around.
sailing.
Anyway.
she's
Point
a hoe.
being, so she shows up to drug people, and then the two little duo, Mungo Jerry and Rumple Teaser.
The calicos.
I have a journal. I have the words on. That's where
I was going to say, do you have this written down
Yeah,
anywhere?
no, you gave it to me for Christmas. You gave me this journal. It has the names on it. So they show up and they're like, more
That she
catnip,
can't
more
remember.
catnip, more. We're just here because it seems like a good time to get everybody really, strung up on some catnip.
Which I'm really down for that. Everybody should
I'm
enjoy a little
really
catnip.
down for that. Okay. So, I forgot where I was. Hang on. I didn't forget I lost it.
Everybody's on drugs
Macavity
now.
shows up with his followers to drug everyone and tries to make old Deuteronomy choose him. He does. He just pops up with his magic, and she's like, I'm not going to choose you. So he kidnaps her, like he kidnapped everybody else.
He's just the most unwanted Pokemon.
And to
Well, he's an
backtrack,
asshole, which means that nobody.
Is he? Was it? What asshole
he
things
just
did
wants
he
to
do?
be loved. And
He's
you can tell he's trying to get
kidnapping
it the
people.
worst
That's
way.
kind of an asshole move.
He's kidnapping them, so they're
But
out of the running.
They're all kind of jerks anyway.
No, he's cheating. He's
He
he's
is
a cheater.
cheating.
He's a cheater.
So to back up a little bit,
Just like an
Cheetah.
asshole.
He's a cheetah.
See, he's just in his cat nature, being a cheetah and all.
Nah.
that was like, can you please put a sound effect of please after that? So anyway,
Meow.
to back up a little bit, we've had the Jenny Any Dots, the Rum Tum teaser has happened already. I think those are the only two that happen outside
No,
of.
Wasn't there a Buster? The Buster
Yeah,
happened.
you
at
forgot
some
about
point.
James Gordon's I'm a Fat Cat song.
I love
Oh,
that.
that does happen outside of the theater as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So Bustopher Jones has his thing, and he gets tricked into jumping into this pile of food because he was like, "Oh, you'll find me looking at all
I'm
the
a
fine
fat cat.
scraps.
I like
love
food."
it so
So,
much,
Buster-
and I want to be born into a new life where I'm svelte and amazing, but I'm
Bu-
going to keep eating anyway."
Bustopher Jones reminded me of Mike Hitler before he became diabetic, which is why he probably became diabetic. And he was like, Hitler was 24 pounds at one time and
Aw.
ginormous and would eat everything. And then he became diabetic. And now he looks healthy because we've
Like
taken
a
good
normal
care of
kitty.
him. But
Poor
yeah,
buddy.
I can really, and the whole time I'm watching, it's like,
Or he went to the heavy side layer and he got a new life.
I think that's what happened. But the whole time I'm watching the show is like, you need to stop eating, Bustopher Jones. You're going to get diabetes.
But he got tricked into
And then
getting
you're gonna get
kidnapped.
sad, and you won't be able to poop, and it's just gonna be a whole terrible thing.
And then you have to be on medication and then whatever.
Aw.
all these things happen to her cat.
I'm really proud of you for bringing up poop just naturally, Scotty.
Yeah.
That needs to be recognized. Like growth is important. So anyway, so he gets kidnapped. So in the theater we have the theater Gus, the old theater Gus, Sir Ian McKellen.
You're good.
Okay, cool. I did that without looking, guys. By the
Yeah.
way, BTS.
Do you know who else he was on another
Yeah,
pop
you
culture
shall
movie?
not pass. That dude.
No, on
That would be
another
also-
pop culture movie.
That also would be Gandalf.
What movie was he in with Patrick Stewart?
With Patrick Stewart. Is it Star Trek? Is it Star Trek?
It's not
No.
Star Trek.
Sounds like Captain Planet? What are you doing right now? Oh, no, it's X-Men.
Oh yeah! Woo! And who did he play?
No idea because I haven't seen those, but it's the one with like the I know. It is
I like you can't name the word, but you're miming it with your hand.
He has like the cape. Like he's wearing like a
So what do you
cape
call
thing.
it when you have something that makes metal stick
Telekinesis?
together?
Magnetic? Magneto!
There you go. Yay! Yay!
Guys, I'm smart enough that I can pick up context clues. I can figure anything out if you guys are like,
Some
sounds
days-
like watch. Like, let's do it.
Some days I feel like we're working with Nell.
The tag in the wind.
Magneto
what's
in the cat.
Anyway.
It's okay that you don't
Was
know.
Patrick Stewart the one that wore the cap?
No.
Yes.
No. Yeah,
Patrick
Patrick
Stewart?
Stewart was the
No,
one
he
that
didn't.
wore the cap in X-Men.
Yes.
Oh, which cap? The helmet?
He was bald and he put a helmet on.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Cerebro. You mean with the wires to it?
Yeah?
Okay, not the regular helmet.
He was the one in the wheelchair, right?
yes.
Word.
And then he wore Cerebro.
See, helmet thing. I know what I'm talking about. I was guessing.
You're so pretty.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, it's the skates. Anyway, so he does his like theater thing. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're still down there. I haven't taken them off. So then he like Macavity gets him because he's like all like shadowed, like you can't see his face. Because what other cat's not gonna be watching? First of all,
Right.
and then he was like, "I need your autograph because you're so amazing." And then poof, magic. You're with my other people on a boat in the middle of the water because I'm a pirate.
I'm on a boat.
Okay, not a good boat though. So after he's done that with everybody that's performed, and we cannot skip.
Wait, who is the
Mr.
cat that
Railroad.
was like the mean cat that was like
Macavity?
watching everybody on the boat?
Oh, like his henchman.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought of Cogsworth, and that's obviously not it because that's Beauty and the Beast, and he wasn't even mean. Shanks.
no.
We're gonna call him Shanks. He reminded me of
An asshole alley cat.
This just in. While you're thinking about that, I got a text.
Reminded-
I got a text. So we're in our new recording space. That's wonderful. And next door to us is our friend John.
Can he hear us?
Yes, John can totally hear us.
Hi, John. Hey, buddy.
So John texts me with this. Bless your heart with your non-X-Men watching companion.
I take back my hi, Jonathan.
That's hilarious.
That is the sweetest thing.
So, he reminds me. It was Growl Tiger.
It is Growl Tiger.
But he reminds me of the guy in Harry Potter. He was Mr. Norris's
I think he wasn't
the groundskeeper.
No, that's not him.
No, I know it's not him, but he reminds me of that character.
See, he reminded me more
What is that
of
character's name that's bothering
Wormtail.
me? Yeah.
He
Okay.
totally reminded me more of Wormtail than
I really
than
appreciate that every
what's his
single one
face?
of these eventually is connected to Harry Potter.
Harry
in some way.
Potter.
But yeah, I can see Wormtail. But for some reason, he gave me that what is his name?
What is his name?
It's Mr. Norris is his cat.
Cat, and it's
I'm so disappointed. in
he's on
myself
the
right
Game
now.
of Thrones. He's great.
Okay, that
on
means
Game of
nothing to me.
Thrones.
But like the character's name, not the actor.
What is
I'm
his
never
name?
Gonna know the actor's
I'm
name.
looking. I'm looking. On cats.
No, we're talking about we're Harry Pottering now.
Okay, don't tell me out loud when you find it. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out because it's gonna bother me.
That's
It's like,
sad.
quick, Harry, what's his face is coming? But what is his name?
I'm telling you,
Mr.
right now.
Norris. Don't
Mr.
tell me.
Norris
Don't
is
say
a
it out
cat.
loud. Don't
I'm
say
not gonna say it out
okay.
loud. I'm looking it up.
Holy shit! That dude was Mr. French in The
He has like the
Departed.
I'm doing
long,
it. I'm
stringy
doing
hair.
it. I'm looking.
He was a squib. He wasn't a real wizard.
And then he was on Game of Thrones.
Hey, that means nothing to me.
He's
You can
right
bring that up. That
here.
doesn't
Where
help
is
me.
he on my list? Jeez Louise,
I'm
where are you?
I can't today.
Oh, here he is. I got it.
What is it?
You want to know?
Yeah.
Mr. Filch.
Ah, mother. Okay. Yeah. So, but I knew his cat's name, and so we're really sticking with the theme.
All right.
So, moving on. So, Growl Tiger is keeping everybody in line on this boat. And then McCavity shows up and he does his performance after Taylor drugs everyone. So his performance is super great. And then he's like, pick me. And old Deuteronomy's like, no,
I don't
because
like you.
you're a bully.
And
I'm not
you're a
going to
jerk.
pick you because you bully people.
You're bad kitty. Bad kitty.
He's a bad kitty.
Bad kitty.
He is like, no soul. Soulless kitty. So then he kidnaps her until she changes her mind. And they show up at the boat and he's like, walk the plank because he's part pirate.
But she wasn't on the boat long.
And then we cut back to the theater where Victoria encourages Mr. Mistopheles to do magic. And we did skip a little bit because one of my favorite cats in this film was the railway cat because his song was amazing.
Really, I was not amused by the railway cat. He was weird looking to me.
Shanks, he had a glorious mustache.
I didn't like him.
And I loved his pants.
No, his pants were too
great.
high.
His pants were amazingly high.
I didn't like it.
They were magically high. And then he did, like, everybody joined him for his, like, tap dancing. He makes the train go. Oh, my gosh.
It was
He was
just-
one of my
It
favorites.
was just weird.
I like his song. I like his story. I dig it. I dig it. So, anyway, so that happens, too. He gets kidnapped as
I
well.
want to see you tap dance roller skates.
Okay. Right now?
No, after the show.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. I should probably put some pads on. I won't though because I've been drinking and YOLO. So old Deuteronomy is kidnapped and they force her to walk the plank. And at the same time, we're cutting back and forth between the theater where everyone's encouraging Mr. Mistopheles to conjure her back. So they all show back up because like they keep going to the bed and they're like, oh, no one. And then the last time it was really disappointing and she starts singing from the background. And it was like, she just showed up somewhere different. So like he still has some work to do to get it right, but he did well enough. Okay. So she didn't walk the plank. And then everybody else comes back
She
to.
sat in a giant cat bed.
I know. It's so cute. It's so adorable. So Jenny, Annie, Dots, and the others make
I
their
don't
way
think
back.
she said it.
And then again, Victoria
I
realizes.
think that's a body double. There's one thing where she's like, her leg is all up, and I'm like, that's not Judi Dench's leg.
You don't know what she can do. She might be able to put her leg up.
She's a dame.
She is a dame.
She can do what she wants.
So then
She's a
Victoria
goddamn-
I can
goes,
put my leg up like
God
that.
damn it.
Continue.
Would you doubt me? I can put my leg up like
Do
that.
I believe it too, but you're also not
it.
like 1,000 years old. She is.
Ooh, she is not 1,000 years old.
We appreciate
May you be
Miss
cursed.
Dame.
May you be cursed by old Deuteronomy for saying that.
I know it. She's got 9 lives, Scotty.
She might be
coming back for
80-something,
you.
but she's not 1,000.
She is coming back for you. So, Victoria sees Grisabella again, and she encourages her to come into the ball and sing her song for the chance to get a new life. Her song touches the heart of everyone at the ball, including old Deuteronomy, who chooses her to ascend to the Heaviside layer. She gets in the hot air balloon chandelier, and it takes off with the help of Mr. Mistopheles. Then, of course, McCavity shows up one last time to get there himself, holds on to the bottom, and then gets stuck at the top of a tower, which you can't get down because it's a cat.
Right.
Joke's on you. And then at the very end, old Deuteronomy breaks the fourth wall to again tell the people about how to treat a Jelicle cat and to acknowledge that Victoria has become a Jelicle cat herself. But she's got to work on that name because that might be her given name from the humans. But
that's not a
cat should
Jelicle
have
cat
3
name.
names.
She got 2 games. She got 2 more to go.
She does have 2 more to go.
My cats have multiple names.
Do it. Throw it down.
Okay, so Kittler started off as Mo because for Movember, because I
Okay.
bought him for Movember. And then he changed to Kittler when he got his personality. And then we call him Asshole.
Kittler wasn't enough.
No, because sometimes he's an asshole. So, and then we have Ragnar. Ragnar started off as Pumpkin Spice. Not by me. I didn't name him. We adopted him and called him Ginger Kitty. Well, actually, he has 4 names. And then when he got his personality, we named him Ragnar, and now we call him Raggy.
Okay.
And then we've got Othello, who, when we got him, I automatically named him Othello because I was doing Othello at the time. And now we call him Black Cat. So he's working on his 3rd name. He hasn't got his 3rd name yet.
But you can't give them the 3rd name. That's
Okay,
the thing. Is it's a cat's name that a cat comes up with it
wait.
itself that the humans don't know.
Wait. Back up.
Why do we call him Black Cat?
No, that's not a name. That's what it is.
No.
Description.
It's the thing is
That's like you going, hey, you, redhead. That's your new name,
it's
redhead.
not really Black Cat. So Jamie will
Human
Some
being, get
people
over
call
here.
redheads red.
No, you don't understand. Jamie, when he's like, come here, Black Kitty, come here, Black Kitty. And that's how that happens. So that's how Jamie is. Because
Jamie's wrong.
he
That
is
sounds like
wrong.
Jamie.
He's
That does sound
very
like Jamie.
wrong. Well, he is a black cat. It's not like he's
Jamie, yeah, you
like
can
calling
hear-
him something
help
he's
Jamie's
not.
just
The
like,
fact that you're wrong.
here's an object. I'm going to call you that. It's
Well,
like he has
okay,
object permanency.
in the grand scheme of things,
So
Othello
Jamie's
is
not a
not the
6-month-old.
brightest crown in the box, and he doesn't really come to Othello. I'm just saying.
Sometimes you need some dull colors to bring the
No,
bright
no,
colors
look.
out.
You know, I'm convinced. Look, my cat's named Tigger. He doesn't know that name. He knows, like, when I signal to him, he's like, oh, yeah, that's where I'm supposed to.
Ragnar and Kittler know their names.
My cat.
100%.
I don't think my cat cares for his name. He doesn't care. He's like, whatever.
Oh, Ragnar and Kittler know their names 100%. You can like talk. We can be talking, and I'll say Kittler, and Kittler will do this. He'll just like turn his head and look at me like, "Yeah, you talking about me?" And so,
If you guys were cats, what would be your chosen name? I would like, if we can, to make this a thing for our listeners,
Empress.
our cultists.
You want me to say it now?
I want you to, like, you can say yours, but I would like to hear everybody else's.
say our names and then have our cultists name us.
No, I just want to know what they would name themselves. Oh, they
Okay.
could name us, I suppose.
Mine would be Empress Fuzzy Butt.
Oh, that's
Is your
okay.
butt fuzzy?
And it's
If
now.
I were a cat, it would be.
It could be one of those hairless cats.
I wouldn't be a sphinx. I would have to have fur to cover my fat rolls from all the shit that I would eat as a cat. Because I would be a fluffy kitty.
Girl, same.
Just have that problem.
I'm
real
just saying,
fast.
I'd
I would
be a
have
fluffy
to have
kitty.
like a really like fluffy mane so that people would think I'm bigger, and then when I get washed, I look really svelte, even though
Empress
I'm still chunky.
Fuzzy Butt. That would be my name. Empress Fuzzy Butt.
Scotty.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. It'd be like, I don't know, something Native American in there, and then probably something filmy in there.
You're not okay.
So something like Scotty, whatever the Creek word for cat is. I have to go look that up. And then like Spielberg.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it would be Lady for me because everyone has like Mr. in
And I'm
their
Empress.
titles. Yeah, and you're Empress. And mine would be Lady. And I love alliterations.
Because I'm American. I don't need no damn title.
Okay, well, I would
want a title.
enjoy a title. So.
I'm German and Viking. I want a damn title.
I feel like I'm a mutt, technically. I have part Native American in me. I also have a lot of other parts in me. But
You're like a Voltron.
I am, but I have enough of each that they all like do what they need to.
So be
like
lady-
I tan
lady
really
what?
well. I don't know because I would want another L for the alliteration, but I feel like it would be something about like Jester.
Lady Lightning, because of your skates.
It would
You're
have to be
fast?
a mix of words. Ooh.
Lady Luscious Lollipops.
Yes. Exactly.
Be weird because you have a cat named Lollipop.
I know, that's why I went with
I
that.
know.
What was your other cat?
I'm like,
What was your other cat's name?
Oscar.
Oscar.
Because he was a grouch.
I like Oscar. I liked Oscar.
Lady-
I like Oscar too. I still see him. Chris
I
has
like
him.
Empress
Chris.
Fuzzy Butts.
Okay. So, my thing went away. So anyway, she breaks the fourth wall to explain to us how it works to have the Jelicle cats, while also acknowledging that Victoria herself has become a Jelicle cat.
All right.
Okay. The end. I would like to just break it down. The only time that I critique this film, besides the fact, let's back up. The CGI was terrible. And sometimes they jumped in a way and they landed where it was obviously fake. Like cats can land on their feet. I have a cat. They still land hard on their feet. It still goes thump. They don't go, I'm floating. That bothered me. The story itself did not, because I love that story. I think it's fantastic. However, the CGI in it was quite terrible. Yes. Now at the very end, this part bothered me. So they're like, oh, the whole Jelicle ball is designed to give you a new life, right?
Right.
And then they stick this cat in a hot air balloon, and then they send her up into the sky, and then they leave her to die.
Yeah, she's died.
So I feel like her new life is just to kill the life she has to get one of the next 9 ones to pop up.
Right.
They're just doing a glamorous.
She's sacrificing
death
that
sequence.
cat.
She was a sacrifice. She was a hot air balloon sacrifice. That bothered me. I didn't like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I did. 'Cause I didn't.
felt like I needed a refund.
I did not. But then again, I don't feel like I need to go pay to watch that, because I do. Like I said, I've seen part of the first, like the film that Scotty just gave me, and then we started watching it again today, and I enjoy that much more because I like the theatrical storytelling of them just dancing, like this, because you get more of that character connection in their dances than just going from one of the cat stories to the next. Because I do, having had read the book, I do understand the randomness of it. I do. But at the same time, it's like I really enjoyed watching them dance in between, because you can understand so much. And you don't have to have the words. I don't think they always had to be talking. They could have been dancing. There wasn't as much dancing in the movie, and that bothered me.
I don't like the Broadway show. I don't like cats.
You don't like it at all.
I mean, I really don't. So the movie, to me, I mean, if I had to choose between the movie and the Broadway show, I'd totally take the Broadway show because I thought the movie was terrible. However, it was not the worst movie I've seen recently. So it was
So there's that.
It's like that's one of the things. Like my I was relieved in the fact that I had set the bar so low on this movie
That it was
that,
like,
that it was not as bad as what I thought it would be as far as I was entertained. But I also drank an entire bottle of wine while watching the movie, so that might have helped.
She did. She snuck it in her purse. She has
I
a-
would like to point
have a
out that
wine
I said
purse.
I would be happy to go watch it again, and then neither of you told me when you were going until after you posted about watching it. And I'm just going to say I was a little upset about that, because you said
so
specifically,
sorry.
oh, well, if you're going to go, I'll definitely bring my wine purse.
I did bring a wine
I
purse.
think she's
And then
more-
you guys were like, I bowed to my cats. I was like, how would you know to do that? And then you guys kept talking like you saw it. And I was like, God damn.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
thought we put it in
It's
the
fine.
cult cantina.
No, you didn't. It's fine. It's okay.
I'm
It's
sorry.
fine.
you
It's
knew
fine.
we were
I mean,
going to go see it.
technically, I'm
Yeah.
super. I know, but I thought you guys, because we talked about it, you guys would be like, hey, we're going on Friday, but nobody said that. That's
We went
fine.
Thursday.
Yeah, we went Thursday.
Okay, well, I was available Thursday.
Well, anyway,
Doesn't matter.
it was like
I did not
for
watch it
me,
drinking. That would
like
be fun.
if it's like to me, watching this movie is like if you were like taking acid and watching your cats do stupid shit. It was a terrible.
I can see that.
movie. I mean, it was just like I didn't enjoy it. There were parts that I enjoyed. That being said, there are some really fantastic actors, and I don't know how they convinced these people to do this movie.
Because it's such a
It's like,
well-known, long-standing
I understand
story.
this, but I want to know
Like, that's
from
why.
the actor's perspective, because I've been in movies, so I know that you don't get the whole picture when you're in it because everything is chopped up. You know, movies are weird how they're filmed, but when they saw the movie at the end, I wonder if they regretted their decisions to be in it.
That's a good question.
Because it was just not. It's so bad. It's just bad movie. Wow.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Bad movie.
Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed it. I did.
you.
I walked in expecting not to like it because the reviews are terrible on it. I mean, they're just I think brutal.
People went into it knowing they were going to have bad reviews. That's part of the problem.
I think it's a little judged unfairly.
I agree. You just sit over there and shake your head.
Is it a good film? No, but it's not terrible. It's clearly an unfinished film. It's clearly a film where the direction's all kind of like all over the place.
Yeah.
There are things in the film that do not work, but there's some things that are absolutely lovely. The thing for me was it was damn ridiculous for the first half of the movie, or almost half. I think I started to get more comfortable when we started going from cat to cat, because when Victoria gets thrown from the car, and she's with the rest of the cat when she meets the other cats, it's really weird and off-putting to see these actors in these CGI unitards kind of on all fours, but then on twos and then all fours. And
the females had no boobies, which is kind of weird.
And
female cats don't have boobies.
And so
it was just weird to me.
It's just like the weird cat behavior stuff was bizarre, and we laughed for a while.
Yeah, it was like we had to like ease ourselves into it.
But after that, once I kind of just got over that part of it, I accepted what I got, and then I started to enjoy the film. I'm not as crazy as you two over the Rebel Wilson thing. It's fine, but I'm not a.
I didn't like the mice or the.
I thought the mice were cute. I thought the
I thought her spunkiness to it was fun.
Right, she was fun.
I like Rebel Wilson. I didn't like her bit.
I
liked her song, not the
I didn't
visuals.
care for James Corden's the Bust for Jones, but I didn't like that song either. I didn't like what they did to Mungo Jerry Rumble Teaser. I like Rum Tum Tugger. I love that whole song. That was wonderful, and he sang it
obviously, because you were singing it.
But he sang it. He was so good at it. He was so good at it. And then I liked. I really like this. I love Jennifer Hudson is amazing, but she is clearly in a different movie.
Yeah, she was completely different from the other cats.
Like they had directed her like all right, you're in this film, and we're just going to kind of add you to this other film.
It's almost as if when she came on set, she was by herself, and they just added her later to the other cats.
And she's like,
it's bizarre. She's so disconnected from.
And man, that cat's feeling some pain because all she's doing is. I mean, it was good, but it was just like.
It reminded me of what's her face, Hathaway from
Les Mis.
Les Mis with the crying.
Right.
You know,
she's. But that's Grisabella. That's how it's done. And so she put a lot of emotion. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. Ian McKellen as Gus is probably my favorite in the whole show. And
I love
did
Gus,
you
the
like
theater
him
cat.
drinking the cat or the milk beforehand?
Weird, but yeah, it's fine. His whole bit was amazing, and if our friend Francesca Butler, we were messaging back and forth, and after I talked, Kat was talking, said I'd seen it, and she said if anyone gets an Oscar nomination, it's him, and widely deserved. If he's not going to get it because of the backlash from the film, but if anyone deserves something, he's brilliant.
He's really good
He's brilliant.
in the film,
and it's like the whole.
Like there are parts that I enjoy. Like if you could take the things that I enjoyed and make them like little, just like by themselves, like little short films.
Well, that'll be fine. It'll be all
That's what I'm
chopped
saying.
up on YouTube
Yeah.
next year.
Would it be
And-
like
and I would enjoy
separated like
that.
a story in a book? Weird.
It was weird to me that they made a story out of it because the play doesn't really have a story. It kind of has a story, but it's very it's the story's very loose.
We threw a couple away in the garbage.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. I'm counting.
We were doing a
I'm sorry.
head count for the
Okay.
beers.
Yeah, we just drank 12 beers during this podcast.
Okay, wasn't just
Again,
two of us.
Scotty 5
Four
days
of
sober.
us. 4 of us drank.
There's 4 of us here that drink 12 beers.
One of us
during
is
this
making a
podcast.
pyramid, but it's fine.
So I like, and I know you didn't like. I love Taylor Swift, and I love Taylor Swift song. I love her sing. I was down with Tay Tay, but I'm always down with Tay Tay because I love it.
Always down
I'm
with Tay
down
Tay.
with Tay
I
Tay.
cannot stand Tay Tay. Don't. Oh my God.
We have some fangirls up in
Princess.
here.
There's a princess in here who's giving me dirty looks.
Right.
I don't like Tay Tay.
That's fine.
Any Tay Tay.
That's
Tay
fine.
Tay's horrible. But I expected more out of her performance.
With her level of
Well, the thing is like her song is not a difficult song to sing.
And she sang it fine.
She was okay because it's an easy ass song.
What do you want her to do with
I
it?
wanted to see her do some dancing. She didn't even dance that well compared to Victoria.
She's not a dancer.
I don't care. You're in a Broadway play movie. You should do some stuff.
No.
She's not wrong, Scotty.
No,
She's not wrong.
no.
I mean, I expected more stuff. She
in
should
the
be on
world of
par with
theater-
the
I
rest.
think
No.
there should have been more dancing from everyone.
Yes.
There wasn't enough
I
dancing.
wanted
in the
I wanted
world
her
of-
to be on par with the other theaterly trained cats.
No, that never ever happens ever. And even on Broadway, there's a thing in Broadway called plants. Lin-Manuel Miranda is a plant. When he does Hamilton, he does a few little shuffles and then he stands there and everyone dances around him.
No,
and
wait a
distracts
minute.
you.
I just want to say that Lin-Manuel wrote that shit, so he can do whatever he wants.
Right, again, but he'll fucking tell you that he doesn't. I'm a plant. I just sit there and I do what I can. I hide in the background.
And
Let
he's
everyone-
also great in his Dark Materials. I'm just saying.
But I think that's why I liked the Railway Cat so much.
The dancing in
is
that
I
that
do
there
like
was
the
a
dancing.
dance
It's good.
sequence.
I didn't really care for his song so much, but I do appreciate the
Yeah,
dancing.
Because I
like
don't
the
think there
dance
was
more. I like the
enough
song in that one.
dancing in that film. I think more dancing would have been
Yeah,
nice.
as
and
a
so to get
dancer,
different
I
types
agree.
of dancing.
As a dancer,
'Cause
I
it-
would have liked to have seen more.
It is
dancing.
based on a Broadway
Right.
production, so it would have been nice to have more incorporated dance
And I
styles.
did like the moves that some of the dancing, the little bit of dancing that Victoria did. But as a trained ballerina, and I did look her up, she is a dancer. She should have done more, I think.
I think there
in
should have
that
been more
show.
dancing all around. I think dancing would have helped a lot with that. That's something that I have noticed.
I
Still
don't know.
having finished the
I don't know why they
original.
didn't just do the play.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand why we needed a story because the story's not there. That's not the story. The what we got is
Because it's been around so long
like it's
that it was something that was easy to make that
No,
people would go see.
right. No, I get that, but why did we need a story? I think the story of Cats is fine. I don't think we needed Victoria to be. I mean, Victoria's whole purpose in that movie is going to
segue it all,
Yeah,
to
she's
connect
yeah,
it.
she's the audience.
I don't think they should have made a movie at all.
What's a? You know what I think they should have done? Animated.
Oh, an animated Cats
An
might have been
animated would be
interesting.
fun. And they kind of did in this. It was kind of animated.
Yeah, but it should have been actually
they should
animated
have finished
and
it. They
not
should have
just
finished
fake
it.
shit.
So,
It could be turned into a whole show.
learning
about different
at the
Jelicle
end
cats.
at the end of the what are we looking at?
Probably an animated Cats.
Which one? When Toby was intended to be traditionally animated before Toby Hooper came. We blame Toby Hooper for this. Tom Hooper, sorry. Toby
He
Hooper's
was going to
director.
do animated and
Yeah.
he changed his mind?
No, Tom Hooper decided not to do it. When it was animated first.
Tom, you made a mistake.
He's like, I got an Oscar. I don't make mistakes. I'm like, look at Cats.
No, you
Okay,
made a
so
mistake.
let's finish up.
But
Okay, let's do it.
Let's get some libation. Oh no, Scotty has some thoughts. Finish your thought.
my last thoughts on that. Overall, here's my recommendation about this film. Watch it. Go see it. See it. Don't see it in theaters. This is a clear Redbox or 99-cent Rebel, or if you catch it streaming, watch it. Just for the spectacle and train wreck of it all, it's enjoyable. It is.
I think it has potential, but like you said at the very beginning, I don't think it was finished.
No, I don't think it was good at
I don't
all.
think it
That's
was
why
finished.
that's why they had to do a new version.
And I don't know why
luckily,
they would
we all saw
rush
the
it
first version
to come out with
I had to see
Frozen
it.
and Star Wars. Like that was a bad decision.
That was purposeful because they knew what the studio knew what kind of mess they had on their hands, and so they were like, "Well, we'll just put it here to get buried." Oh no, we lost.
And it'll come in at the end of 2019.
How can you defeat the juggernaut that's Star Wars? Oh well, we
Right.
tried, and they write it off, no problem.
Okay,
But
so
I'm definitely I'm like when it comes to video, I'll watch it.
I'll watch it again. And that's the
Hell,
thing is, like,
honestly, if I can pick it up cheap enough, I may own it. 'Cause
I would have gone
this-
with you guys to watch it again, but I don't really need to watch it in theaters again. Like I would
No.
just wait till it comes back.
I
on
felt
video.
bad that I couldn't get a discounted ticket.
Oh my gosh, stop it! It was the experience, Stephanie. It was the experience.
I
That's
know.
Stub Club, so you can just use one of your freebies.
That's right. That's right.
All right, let's get them libations.
So
I need a drink.
I found the greatest shit online. 11 cocktails for living your best crazy cat lady life.
Yes, please.
So, I mean, I'm not going to go through all 11. There were a couple that
There should have been 9.
But
There
will you
should
send
have
me the
been
link and
9.
I'll put the-
I will.
I'll post the
I'll
link.
send you the link. But there were a couple that I picked out for sure. One was called Whiskers on Kittens. And what I loved about this is it is all the things I love. So it is the ingredients are honey, coffee infused vodka, vanilla almond milk, and a little dish. And what you do is you mix.
You lap it?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You literally are supposed to lap it out of the dish. So you mix you mix 3 shots of coffee vodka, 1.5 cups of vanilla almond milk, and a dollop of honey, and you put it in a little dish and you lap it up like a cat.
I kind of want to punch whoever
No,
invited this.
I
Shit.
kind of want to do that
Yeah.
just to see who could drink it faster.
I think we need
Like,
to do
I
that.
wanna do that
We
to see
should
who
do
can
it.
lap it
We
up
should totally
faster.
do that. The other one is
Yes, please.
the other one that I picked out of these 11 that I liked was called Cat Scratches. Okay, because it's your favorite whiskey, Nerds candy, a plastic bin, and a pooper scooper is what you need.
I'm out. wait. No, I'm out.
No, listen.
I got some questions.
No, you pour a container of Nerds into a little plastic bin and put 2 shots with whiskey on top. And you can put more if it's a party, add. And then you just drink it and snack on the Nerds afterwards. Like you can scoop the Nerds up with the pooper scooper. Oh my God, there's so many just
Can
like
we
that.
just use like a bowl and a slotted spoon?
I'm telling you,
Does
you
it have to be a
could.
pooper scooper?
There are so many just like this on this. I can't go through and read them all.
5
No.
days sober.
But wait a minute.
Our next meeting, we are going to bring all the stuff to see who can lap it up the
There's
quickest.
so many on here. It's like, oh my, here's a picture of the chick drinking the Whiskers on Kittens.
That's going to be us.
Okay.
Scotty's going to have pictures of
Yeah,
us
we're
doing
doing
it.
that. But my
Wearing hair out.
favorite,
Oh,
and I'm
video.
only saying that, I mean, it's not my favorite, but the one
You
I
both
can
have cat
relate
ears, right?
most to.
No, but she has plenty. She can share.
She
Yeah.
sure cat ears there.
Hold on, I got to find it. There is one that I
wear my
really,
cat
oh,
onesie.
here it is. Literally, and this is, Cultist, this is what I paired this movie with.
LITTR.
No.
Literally.
Literally. This is
I'm proud of that one. Sorry.
literally.
those are the jokes you only get when you're 5 days sober.
But this is the one that I paired this movie to, and it's actually on the list of 11-day cat lady what blah blah blah. It's called Wine in a Sippy Cup, which is what I did. It says your favorite wine, and literally just pour the wine in a sippy cup and drink it. Which is what I did through the whole movie. I had my wine. I had a sippy cup that I put in my purse that I poured the wine into, and I drank my wine out of a sippy cup the whole entire time. And I cracked up when I saw this as one of the 11 whatever, because it was like, oh my God, I did that. So there you go.
So Our Lady of Libation had her juicy juice for her kitty cat movie.
It was awesome. So we will put a link to this whole thing, 11 cocktails for living your best crazy cat lady life, because
And then
the
after
drinks
our
are
meeting,
amazing.
We'll have a video up of Steffi and I racing to see who can lap up that drink the quickest.
We're totally gonna get the ingredients for that and do the lap it up out of a bowl.
Lap
It's
it
going
up,
down.
lap it up, lap
So
it.
this is probably one of my favorite libation episodes.
Okay, let's say some bar trivia. Now
All
that we're all
right.
intoxicated. This is the first time Old Deuteronomy has been portrayed by a female.
Awesome.
Segue. Dame Judy.
Judy.
Dame Duty Dinch.
God damn it.
Dame
Dame Judy.
We call it
Dench.
Triple D.
With Old Deuteronomy. There's so many D's, and then her name is. So she was cast in the original 1981 London stage production in the dual roles of Jenny Anydots and Grisabella.
She did Jenny and
However, shortly before the opening of the original production, she suffered an injury that forced her to withdraw from the show to be replaced at the last minute by Elaine Page. So,
Who is renowned for playing Grisabella.
now she was able to do Old Deuteronomy, and be the first female to portray that
That's
position,
pretty awesome.
that role. It has been entered, you will enjoy this, into the top 100 worst movies of IMDb.
It is going to win all the Razzies this year, I think.
Oh yeah.
Step aside, Bush. Step aside. Actors had to attend cat school to prepare for the film. By the way,
I believe it.
I mean,
I believe it.
actors are
Cat
pretty
school.
committed to that kind of stuff.
If,
so
if there's zombie school for Walking Dead, there's definitely cat school for cats.
There is zombie school.
There is. You
there's
have
zombies-
to learn how to be a zombie.
Okay. So, fun fact, Rebel Wilson is allergic to cats in real life. That's why she trains mice and roaches.
That's
BT does.
hilarious.
Okay, so there is a continuity issue with the film where multiple times during the movie the scale between the actors, which are the cats, and the scenery changed frequently.
Yes.
For example, Jenny Anydots was as big as the counter, but the mice were tiny. So
Right.
like everything was supposed to be bigger, but from time to time they did not maintain that.
Yeah,
as well as they should.
yeah. That was yeah.
There's a lot of
A
inconsistencies.
lot of that. There's not just a
Okay.
little bit. There's
That
a
was
lot.
the one I saw listed. I'm not going to break down
The other one, the biggest one for me was the hands.
Yeah. That didn't bother me though. 'Cause
Everyone has hands, and they're not like hands.
They didn't
My
bother me.
problem was
It's real
because
bad
I'm
on
a
Mr.
makeup
Mistopheles.
artist. I'm looking at the CGI, which was like the hairline on down, but everything on the face was clearly makeup. Like it was like smooth makeup, and then you look at the hair, and it's like you guys couldn't like make everything CGI. Why do you have
I don't
like
know.
flat? It was like flat makeup and then CGI hair.
But on that note, let's do some Screw, Marry, Kill.
Oh no, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Oh god.
It's all the M's. Okay. Screw, Marry, Kill. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
I guess.
McCavity, Mr. Mistopheles, or Munkenstrap. The main character that guided you through the whole thing. Your tour guide, the magician, or the bully.
Okay. I would screw McCavity because I like it dark.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I would
Was it necrophilia?
kill Munkenstrap because he seemed like he was completely unnecessary. And I would marry Mistopheles because he was cute and cuddly.
Can I have a girl cat?
No, sir.
Not
All
today,
the
you
M's,
can't.
all the men.
I love. Can I have a girl cat, please?
He says normally choosing the man with power so that he can have their empire once they're gone.
Okay.
Who do you want to scratch your back, Scotty?
All right, so I'll have to.
Too bad I can't make a purring sound. Close enough.
I'll have to kill McCavity because he's just too bad, and then he gets stuck on the tower.
But
So
he has a smooth sound.
wait, he does, but then I guess
He could take you for a good ride.
I will.
Ask Tay-Tay.
I will screw Mr. Mistopheles
Because of his magic.
because he's magical.
Okay.
And being a magical lover, that'd be lots of magic. So I'm okay with that. And then I guess I'm marrying what's his face because he seems like he knows a lot. he'd probably take care of me well.
What about you?
I actually choose the same as Scotty, but for different reasons. So let me break mine down. Okay, so McCavity's got to go because I can't marry him because he's not dependable. And I can't screw him because I know the moment we're done, he's just going to like vanish me to some other place and there's no cuddling. And I'm going to need that cuddle.
I don't need the cuddle.
I need the cuddle.
I don't need the cuddle.
So, McCavity, you got to go. You did.
Is the door locked? You can unlock it.
So, I would probably, I don't know. Because Mr. Mistopheles would give me a happy life. I'm going to marry Mr. Mistopheles because he's a magician. He seems fun, and I'll never be bored.
I was going to marry him too.
So, Mr. Mistopheles is going to be, he's going to be my husband, Kitty. And then I'm going to go ahead and screw Strap because he knows what he's doing. He knows how to break things down.
Word, right?
I think he can get his way around my downstairs, is what I'm saying. So, that works. Hey, guys. How's it going? I like your vest.
Drew just showed up.
You look fantastic, by the way. You're welcome. Okay, so let's close the tab.
Close that tab.
Now that we've all gotten our marrying and screwing and killing done.
By the way, we've talked about cats for nearly 90 minutes.
As we
Really?
should.
Yes,
As we should.
yeah, it's
I'm
a-
also a little disappointed you didn't wear cat ears. Not gonna lie.
It's not Catter Day.
But it's the cat.
It's not
podcast.
Catter Day.
You can wear them on any day. Don't let the society tell you what to do.
I wear them on Catter Day and Purrs Day.
Or cat podcast.
And this is what I deal with. Again,
No,
5 days sober.
Thursday.
Catter Day and Purrs Day.
like Thursday.
Exactly.
I've never heard that until this moment. That is amazing.
There you go.
Okay, so the budget for this movie was I saw multiple numbers. I saw 90 million or 95 million, but it's somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah. How much did they make?
The box office, I want to say that it's what I had for the first. Maybe it's up till now. I don't know. Box office number was 42.7 million. So they're about
They'll
halfway
never
there.
make their money.
We'll see. Oh yeah, so that's so far. Because opening weekend was $6,619,870, and it was released in 3,380 theaters. So ranking its opening weekend, 1 through 10. Where do you think it landed?
Last.
Yeah, so 6 million.
6 million.
Fourth.
It was fourth.
Was it really?
It was.
Look at me
So-
knowing stuff.
It should have been last.
So with the ranking, Star Wars was first, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, yes.
You have to listen
Yeah.
to this, okay? So Star Wars came in at $89.6 million, okay?
Okay.
Second was Jumanji, The Next Level, that came in at $6.9 million.
Oh my God.
89.
So there was
0.6.
like no competition, is what you're saying.
89.6, all the way down to 6.9
Side note,
million.
the second Jumanji's fun.
Right,
wanna go see that.
But
good.
there was no competition other than Star Wars.
No competition. Third was Frozen 2 at 3.3 million. And then fourth was Cats at 2.6 million. And finally in fifth was Bombshell at 1.8 million.
Which Bombshell didn't have a lot of.
I don't
never
even know
even
what
heard
that
of
was.
Bombshell.
I hadn't either.
It's the Gretel Wilson and the Fox News lady host movie about what happened behind the scenes of all that stuff. Where like
I'm still looking at you like I have no idea.
Yeah.
You're speaking Greek.
He's trying.
So Megan Kelly and Gretchen Carlson, that's who it is. Gretchen Wilson's a country star. They sued Fox and got some money, and so this is the story of that.
All right. I don't know about any of that, but okay.
That's Cats.
You want some of mine? You look like you're going through all the
I'm
empties.
just making sure they're all empty. Yeah.
I know. Justina's making her way through all the empty
making sure all of
beer
the empty
cans to
beers
make
are
sure
empty.
they're all
So
really
do you
empty.
do you know the top 3 movies of 2019?
Do not know.
Want to guess?
I didn't get that one.
Top
Is it
three movies?
Top 3.
Star Wars
Top 3.
is going to be in the top 3.
No, it's not.
Is it not? With 89.6 million?
No, not with 89.6 million.
Okay, I
The
have
problem
no
is that it
idea.
got
John Wick 3.
It's in the top 10.
Yep.
I don't remember any of the movies that came out last year. Not gonna lie.
I'm going to say John Wick 3. I don't know who else, but I remember that one that I love.
So number 3 would be Toy Story 4.
I never saw
I
it.
forgot that even came out.
Number 2 is The Lion King.
I did see
Oh,
that.
we did see that.
Number 1
Get
was
it?
Avengers Endgame.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Did that from memory. Look at that. No notes. It's just weird shit I know.
Drew,
being
you want to come
awesome.
sit down and talk about Cats?
There you
He
go.
said yes, he
He
would love
said he'd
to. That's
rather.
his favorite
Actually,
movie.
what he said is he'd rather gouge his eyes out.
With
so.
his little claws. Little.
Yeah, it belongs on the catacombs for sure. It was
On our 10th
Horrible.
anniversary.
Or revisit Cats.
horrible. Are we done with cats?
That's all I got.
So overall,
Wait. I want to know, after watching this, do you regret your name now?
I do not regret my name because I still think I'm a Jelicle Jester.
Okay.
However, I do, having had watched the movie, and was it the best movie I've ever seen? No. Like, in terms of movies, it was not great. But I do like how they connected a whole bunch of random just
Did you take my
poems
whole
about
beer? I
cats.
offered you a sip. Can I have the rest?
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know if you wanted it back. I do enjoy cats in general. I think that it would be absolutely fascinating to watch on stage, and I would love to put the production on. I think that it needed more dancing, and it needed to tell the story more non-verbally through dance or movements or just I wanted
there
more
wasn't
dancing.
enough
of that.
I wanted
There
more
wasn't enough of
dancing
that.
and way less talking.
And there wasn't really any, like, they went from one cat to the next, and it was overwhelming. And there should have been more. I think cats don't talk that much.
I think an animated version would have been better because there would have been a lot less to criticize as far as visually.
Yes, I agree.
It was bad visually. It was just bad.
I agree. I think the misstep is making this live action.
I think the CGI was not good. And I mean, there was a couple times while watching it that I was like, They don't normally land like that. Like cats do land hard. They might land on their feet, but they're not going to just softly land on a cloud of nothingness.
Nope.
So that did bother me. But all around, no, I don't regret my name. From the little bit I've seen from the original, I still like that better.
Well, you'll see the original before we do the cult meeting. Let's
I'll watch it.
We'll get a
I'm
review.
almost done with it,
Get
so.
your review of the original.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right, so I don't have the ending of this. So this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and make yours.
That's it. Now say it like you mean it.
Okay. All right, cultists. Now that we've finished this tale and we've all made our biscuits and we've all curled on up for the
Meow.
night in front of the warm fire.
I like how she's like a 1970s romance DJ. All right, ladies.
Playing with our ball of freshly wound yarn.
Meow.
This is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and make yours.
Meow.
Meow.
Thank you for listening to the Mobcast Network.